Okay, so for whatever reason, so I tried to do a live for those of you that don't know, and it was pretty trash. Like the audio quality was trash. I was rambling, right? You know, so in natural play infodom fashion, I'm expending energy for you fuckers. But I do want to briefly discuss this, and hopefully I can do it in a much more coherent way than I did the last time, right? So recently, if you guys don't know, there was a class or a Q&A that came out called Info versus Energy Dom Breakthrough. Long story short, Dave and Shan are commenting on the videos from these two cuties, okay? Ikram, sleep last, Uzair, play last. I'm not even gonna pretend to summarize what they were saying. I would need to listen to it multiple times. But I think their insights were were very valuable from the energy dom point of view, especially for me, right? And if I had to TLDR that, which was the original intent of the video, all they're saying is that infodoms, from their point of view, infodoms value the exchange of information, unsurprisingly, but they sacrifice getting things done to exchange that info, right? Much like me right now making a live video, during work because I'm so focused on making sure I blast this out, right? Like, god damn it. Contrast, energy doms are, from their point of view, they're so focused on balancing work and rest was the wording that they used, right? Balancing out working but staying in a comfortable environment. So staying in this almost like an oasis. It sounded very beautiful as they were saying it. I forgot to mention that. And so creating this oasis like effect where they're just getting things done, and they don't want anything to interfere with that oasis. Is so maybe that's my that's my analogy. Sorry, that's what it sounded like to me. So that's the TLDR of what they were trying to say. So if you guys want to this is a 7-minute video, but if you want to shorten that down to 2 minutes, that's the summary, okay? Now, my feedback on the conversation is that I think they summarized it well, right? Unsurprising for people with NI, in my opinion. However, the solution that they're proposing, I think, is only half of the solution, let's say. So Dave and Shan, after they go through and kind of process it, they come to the conclusion that, okay, at the end of the day, I need to block out time to be more infodom and sit down and pontificate, and then, they recommend, I guess indirectly, that infodoms would need to allocate time to get shit done. I agree with that, right? However, and I think this is more so coming from my own experience. Recently, I've basically been brainwashing myself to try and, do more sleep, right? Take more breaks throughout the day, share more me stories, even though they're uncomfortable, try and put my own perspective and create my own reality in the outside world, even if it's not, let's say, popular or desired at the time. It's just been hard, but let me tell you. But as I've been doing that, especially, what I am coming to conclude is that the only long-term solution or the only permanent solution to any sort of problem like this, whether it's miscommunications between infodoms and energy doms, whether it's, energy doms doing the liar conversation to infodoms, it isn't necessarily to be more infodom, although I guess that helps. It is much like anything else in OP, targeting the last animal specifically, right? What do I mean by that? So let me use myself first. Fuck, right? So in my case, I'm play, consume, blast. So I actually have quite an energy addiction to trying to get things done. Let's put it that way. I have an innate desire to get things done, but my infodom issue is, one, I get distracted, right, and expend a lot of energy, and then two, as Dave, Dave did call my ass out. He's like, when infodoms get to work, they have their thumbs up their ass and they're like, all stiff and they're like working super hard and there's no oasis to it, right? And so for me, you can tell me to be more oasis like and be more energy dom like, whether it's in conversation or at work. But if you just tell me that, I'm not gonna, even if I try to do it, I'm just gonna do more play, right? Because everyone has one energy, at least one energy in the top 3 animal, and then one info in the top 3. So if you just tell someone, hey, be more info, you're gonna lean on what you're comfortable with, right? Like if you know, and so for me, what that would look like is I would do more play. I would ping more people. I would try and be more funny. I would send more jokes. But that's not going to work long term because what's going to end up happening is I'm just going to exhaust myself and I'm going to exhaust everyone else around me, much like I've done many times throughout the years. If you guys know me, I'm a very insufferable motherfucker, right? Like I cause a lot of problems, I cause a lot of drama, right? Because I'm pinging a lot of people, right? Even if I'm trying to be energy dom and funny, right? I'm going to lean on my play because that's in my comfort zone, right? So if you just tell me to be more energy dom, I'm going to lean on my play, right? The solution for me long term and to create a legitimate energy dom oasis in my life is literally say, Reggie, only focus on sleep, right? Only focus on reviewing known information, only focus on taking a step back, preserving energy, creating systems that you can offload problems to, right? And for me, it's going to be very uncomfortable, you know, but as I complete, for me, as I complete the tiny wins in that area, right? Over time, I've been organically getting people messaging me like, hey, Reggie, like you seem to be doing really well in life. Hey, I'm really proud of you. Hey, look, I appreciate the validation, but that was not something I was expecting. I was purely just putting in hours in sleep. And what's happening is it's more organically energy dom and I'm more organically having more fun with people and having more fun with myself, right? But it was only by attacking that last animal specifically and not trying to be energy dom. In a similar way, my recommendation, or I guess my warning is, if you just block off time to be more info dom or more energy dom, you're going to lean on your comfort animal, right? Which is the one that's in the top 3. So let's say you're energy dom. So let's, you know, if you're energy dom and let's say you're consume last and someone tells you, hey, be more info dom. Okay, you block out an hour, but let me guess, you're going to be blasting 80% of the conversation and then you're going to hijack the conversation and be like, hey, well, let me blast it back just so I understand you. That's what you're going to do. I've been in plenty of info dom conversations with energy doms and that's what ends up happening. And I love these people, right? And you know, it's not like it's bad always, but that's not what's ultimately going to solve the problem because they're going to still imbalance it in the direction of their comfort, right? Similarly, right, with the I guess with the info doms, let's switch it around. Let's say with the playlist, hey, be more energy dom. Okay, cool. I'll do more sleep, right? I'll pull in Elon Musk and I'll disappear from all of you guys and I'll create my own oasis by myself. There's not going to be this emphasis on play because much like what Dave and Shannon have warned us about, we are all, it's almost like we have like an insensitivity to our last animal. So it's like we all think we're fine there, even though literally everyone else is looking at us and they're like, dude, you really need to like do that last one, right? So I guess that's my warning. I know this is rambling. This is me expending energy or whatever, but this conversation is important, right? I do think the info energy thing is like, I think it's a major, let's say, area where people talk past each other and where people get frustrated at each other. And I think Dave and Shan started to uncover that, as did Ikram and Uzair. But the solution long term is not to try and be more info or energy dom. It's to fully take responsibility for the last animal and then trust that as you put in hours into that, you will organically be more info dom or you will organically be more energy dom. Because otherwise you're just gonna keep imbalancing everything with your saviors ultimately, right? And no one likes that. I don't care, right? So please don't be that guy. Okay, that's it. Hopefully the quality of this audio is better. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm gonna go back to at least trying to get some work done, you know, and maybe practice what I preach here. But feel free to leave a comment. I will hopefully make some more content on this and queue it up pretty soon. So other than that, go do your last animal. Don't fucking talk to me about being more energy dom or info dom. Don't do that, okay? Just go focus on your last animal, put the tiny wins in, and then just over time, people will compliment you organically, right? That's been my experience. So please do that. Don't fall for the Kool-Aid right now. That's my any conclusion. That's it. I'm heading out. Now I'm gonna go do work and hate life, but I will take a nap. Okay. All right. Take care, guys.